Hello again, this is part 2 of the 4 steps to improving your financial future. And you're not here just to get by, you are here to crush it. In the last video, I cited some scary statistics about how draining financial stress can be. I also mentioned that 56% of Americans in one survey said they couldn't even cover a $1,000 emergency. If you're in that bucket, I'm here to get you out. I want you to thrive and feel like money is a non-issue. So today we're going to talk about saving. Let's get into it. I'm Cameron from Triggator, and I'm here to help you keep track of your money, help save for the future, and pay off debt fast. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to get notified every time I put out a new video. Saving is an important part, if not the most important part, of your spending plan.
Wait, what? Saving is a spending plan? I'm so confused.
Yes, you heard that right. Saving money is part of your spending plan. You're just planning on spending that money later, in some cases, much later. I have an acronym that I came up with for saving. It's called SAFER goals, S-A-F-E-R. It means save for alligators, fun, emergencies, retirement.
This lady's crazy. Did she just say save for alligators?
Yes, saving for alligators is important, but not in the way that you might think. I call non-monthly expenses alligator expenses. This is because you often forget about them until they ambush you. They jump up and bite you right in the wallet. Alligator expenses might happen a few times a year or annually, like an annual subscription, car maintenance, holidays, or taking care of your house, a whole slew of other things. It especially hurts when a few of these things show up at the same time. Then you're left scrambling and shifting things around and charging it to a credit card. And then up goes your monthly payment on that. There has got to be a better way to deal with this, and there is. Putting these things into your budget as a line item expense every month or every paycheck. And because you're setting up your budget per paycheck, you can divide the amount that you're going to save into small amounts. So let's say you need $200 to renew something that comes up every year, like maybe your car registration. You're going to divide that up per paycheck. Maybe you get paid twice a month. So if you added only $9 to your Alligator Savings, you're covered. Over the course of a year, you will have the full $200 ready and waiting without interfering with any other part of your budget and without shuffling things around and without putting anything on a credit card. That's easy to me. I can do that. I can save $9 a paycheck. You just have to know what that $9 is going toward. It's money that's already been claimed, so don't spend it. Put it into its own savings account. Most banks will let you have more than one savings account. I bank with Ally, and they will let you have 10 savings buckets or savings accounts that you can put a name on and tell them what you're saving for. Then when you need to, you just transfer it into your checking. Easy peasy. Now, chances are you won't have just one alligator expense, so you won't be putting just $9 into your savings. You'll need to figure out what alligators you have and which ones you'd like to save up for. In my free resource library, I have a list of common alligator expenses. This can be used to help jog your memory and decide what you want to save for. So check the links below to see how you can get yours for free. I'm a little obsessive, so I save for a lot of things. I have one big money bucket for all of my alligators. When the alligator shows up, I'm not ambushed. I have the money when I need it. This is so huge to me. It gives me such peace of mind. It's one of my favorite budgeting tricks. After alligators in the acronym is F for fun. You need to be realistic in your budget and you need to stick to it. You need to be able to have some fun with your money. That might mean a vacation or a family outing. Maybe you're going to a concert, or maybe you're even buying a new TV, whatever that looks like for you. Set some money aside for things that are important to you. Put a name on it so you know it's claimed money. And I'll admit that this is the least sacred of your money. If you really need some money and it's got to come from somewhere, this is probably the first place that you're going to need to make a sacrifice. But it depends on your planning. So the next letter for the acronym is E for emergencies. Build an emergency fund. Just because it's later in the acronym, it doesn't mean it's less important. It just sounds better because it's spelled correctly. As a matter of fact, your emergency fund is the first thing you should be saving for. This is one of your biggest priorities. Before paying off debt and before saving for fun things, I do have another video that focuses entirely on saving for an emergency. At the very least, you will need $1,000. I personally started with $2,000. Then as you progress and your finances are better and you pay off debt, you can build up to a full month's worth of living expenses and then keep going. Build it up to 3 months worth of living expenses. If you've ever lost your job or a major medical problem hits, you're just so glad when you have this money. Finally, in the safer goals, we have the R for retirement. Now, I have a different take on this than some do. If you listen to Dave Ramsey, he tells you not to save for retirement while you're paying off debt, and I disagree, and I will tell you why. Not everybody is going to be able to pay off debt as intensely as Dave suggests. He's thinking you can get rid of your debt within 1 to 2 years. Then you'll be back on track for saving for retirement and a better position to save. If that's the case, then maybe he's right. But I know that not everyone can pay it off that fast, even if you're gazelle intense like he says you should be. I also know that not everyone has a lot of time before they retire, and they could use all the retirement savings they can get. It took my husband and I 4 years to pay off $80,000 in debt, and I talk about it more in a video over here. But we didn't stop saving for retirement. That was too important for me to give up. My dad didn't retire until his mid-70s because he was broke and he needed the money. Then he died 2 years later. He did not get to enjoy his retirement and work after working hard his whole life. Retiring for only 2 years is not enough for me. Maybe I wasn't that fast in paying off my debt, but I don't have any regrets. My debt is still gone, and I have a healthy retirement savings too. Who says you can't have both? So use your employer's retirement offering. They will usually match your savings, and that's free money. I also have a Roth IRA that lets me save $6,000 a year. I love this option because it's taken after taxes, so when I retire and I collect from it, that money will be tax-free. I will say, however, that you may want to keep your retirement savings lower if you are paying off debt, and that can help expedite paying off debt. So your assignment for this video is to build an accurate amount of savings into your budget. Triggator is built for this. It's a budget tool that lets you budget each paycheck and create savings goals with sinking funds. You can save just a little bit of money from each paycheck. Start with your emergency fund and your retirement plan. If your retirement is automatically coming out of your paycheck, then you don't need to worry about it too much. But check on it to make sure that you have the right amount coming out of your check. If you are debt-free, you can put even more into savings and retirement. Prioritize your emergency fund if you don't already have one. This is essential. Watch my emergency fund savings video for more information on this. Next, work out your alligator expenses. This is an area that might have some leeway. If you don't need some or all of your annual subscriptions anymore, you can cancel them and free up some money. But be honest with yourself so that you have the money when you need it. Now, if you're starting to get overwhelmed because you're realizing you're spending too much, don't stress. It's good to bring this to your awareness. You might need to make some adjustments and cut back on things until they smooth themselves out. Let Triggator help you with the process. It's an amazing system to help you with your budget. In the next video, I'll talk about how to stick to your budget and make it easier, and how to iron out any wrinkles that you've got until you've got a well-oiled machine. Hang in there. You've got this, and it will be worth it in the end. I will be here cheering you on and helping you get to that point where you are to the point where you can enjoy life more and worry about money less. I will see you next time.